say, old school a little bit. You get to, be a kid again and play outdoors. It's going to be a tremendous experience. Secondly, you put on top of that, you play with a lot of old friends and teammates, and some guys that you know and heard about, like a Mark Howe or Clarkie, those guys that you never played on the ice with. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Eric, you skated a lot on ponds growing up, right?
I skated on, we have our outdoor ice back in Toronto is up and running right now. So last Saturday, about 5 o'clock, as a group of guys went out to a public rink. It's outside. We got the full moon, the wind off Lake Ontario. It's anything but warm. But the ice was good. Some of the fastest ice we've been on. So yeah, we're trying to tune it up a little bit and go out and have a good time on the 31st. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
Style of play, you guys. I mean, it was really it's all you guys in Destiny and NHL. I mean, and that's part of what I think makes today special. It wasn't just about the goals and just the assists, which obviously I guess were the biggest part. But I mean, your style was 100% Philadelphia. You guys like to get out there and use your presence on the ice and create opportunity. And to inflict some pain, right? Come on.
Woo! That translates real well into an online game.
Yeah, I don't know if that will. So maybe the odds should be down on you guys because it takes away one of your best assets. I guess one of the things I think that's really neat about an opportunity like today is to kind of go into some things that we really don't know about you. Your childhood growing up. I mean, here we all are. We've known you since you came to the Flyers and all of that. But let's kind of go back to some of the the areas of your youth. Eric, let's start with you, and you were obviously a phenom. I mean, we did know about you before you came to the Flyers. What was it like to be Eric Lindros at 10 years old and 12 years old when you knew, when did you know, all right, I do have some special talent here? What was that process like for you as a kid?
I don't think it ever really hits until you get into the year of the draft. You start to think about it a little bit. No, when I look back at things, I look at coming to Philadelphia. I had my first condominium, Main Street. It was a real beauty.
Manium?
No, in Main Street in Voorhees, New Jersey. Voorhees. And yeah, living there. I remember, Lou will remember when the windows of the old Spectrum blew out. I think it was against the Kings, LA in the second period, and the game was canceled, and we went home.
The storm of the century.
Storm of the century in my well-built condominium. Didn't fare so well in the pipe department, and water is cascading down the stairs. Kevin and you running around trying to find his dog. It was quite an event. Yeah.
Nice. Of course, that was '93. John, you come to the Flyers in 1995. Now, you had a different background than Eric. You went to college. You had the opportunity to, of course, right from college, you stepped right into the NHL a couple weeks later, but you had the opportunity not to go to college. What went into that decision?
For me, and I wasn't anywhere at the talent level that Eric was when he was 18 years old. Some majoring, and I think college was a great one. I look back, it was probably one of the greatest 4 years of my life. Met a lot of great people there. I have a lot of great memories from this. So it's something I don't forget about at all.
Great. Of course, it worked out for him.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad. All right, so let's go to 1995. The team has had 2 years in a row of struggles, and really it was 5 years in a row at that point, the 3 years before you got there, and then 2 more years without being in the playoffs. John gets acquired, Eric gets acquired. It's February of 1995. It's the short season. You may remember the season with a limited amount of games. And the magic was there, it seemed, right away. I mean, did you pick up on that right away? Like, wow, this is kind of cool. We got a chemistry here. And of course, with Michael, I mean, the Legion was formed quickly and was dominant instantaneously. And John, you would dominate against Montreal every time. So I mean, did you realize that right away? Just we got something happening here.
We had fun going to the rink. It wasn't so much, what would happen. The games were, that was all an afterthought. But coming to the rink at practice and knowing that it was going to be fun. You had to bring your goods, all of your goods to practice, because these guys the work ethic was there, the intensity level. We practiced hard. We had a lot of high intensity practices and a lot of competitions in terms of scoring goals, finishing off chances around.
You're good. No, you're good.
Yeah, it was competitive. So when that started to flow and guys were having a lot of fun with that, the next step was just to bring it to the game, and it started to come through a little bit.
John, how important is the personal relationship? I mean, you guys being buddies to this day, but back then, I mean, Eric's talking about coming to the rink. How important is that?
It makes a world of difference. I mean, that was one of the things that, when we love coming to the rink, it's not work, it's fun. And that's basically what it amounted to. And Eric brought up a great point. I think that's what pushed us to get to the levels that we got to, is because, you know, in practice we compete with each other, but it would be on a friendly basis. You know, always rubbing each other when they missed the net or something like that. But that pushing each other, I think, made us all better. Like Eric said, you come to a game that was kind of same.
And of course, that was a sprint that year, right? To to get to the playoffs, the short season, and there it was near the end of the year, the opportunity to win the division, and you got it done. I think it was in New Jersey. You won that game in an afternoon game. It was the day after my junior prom. That's why I remember that. Was that
a different junior prom? Because I recall Buffalo.
Well, maybe it was when you made the playoffs. All right, so you had, I mean, there was so much hope. You know, I mean, the team was young, the team was excellent. I mean, it was.
But we also had great veteran players. Davey Brown comes to mind. Kevin, Dino was fantastic.
We had a good mix that year. When I talk about some of the years that I felt like the other team that we could have won the Stanley Cup, that definitely.
Richard, you said yesterday, correct. You're talking along with Ms. Nell. You said you think there were 3 years in particular. You really thought the team had a great shot. You remember those specific years?
Well, I do. I think 95, the short season. We would have beat Jersey, we would have beat them. They went on to sweep Detroit that year. I think we had a really good shot at that year. I still, in my head, believe that, you know, Detroit didn't turn out well when we made the finals. But like I said, they came off a tough series against Colorado, and then they had a long break because of TV. If we could have got them right away, I think it would have been a different series. And then again, when we lost to Jersey, and they went on and beat they beat Dallas that year, right? I don't know the year we were up 3-1.
Yeah, 2000.
Yeah, I try to forget.
No, I understand. By the way, hearing from some folks in the back there, it's a little harder to hear with people talking here in the front, so if you could please keep the talk pretty much to nothing and give everyone a chance to hear. All right, let's go to some of the other memorable moments. Eric, in that year in 95, you were the MVP. He gave a speech that was heartfelt and it was dripping with Philadelphia type emotion. It's what we love to see from our athletes. You're crying. You thank the fans for sticking with you through.
Yeah, we weren't very good the first couple of years we got here.
Why was that so emotional, Eric?
Well, we sucked. Yeah, we weren't very good. Well, we were thin, and you know there was some good pieces in place, and you know the organization was trying to do the best with what we had, and drafting was the trades that were made, the acquisition, like Bob going out and getting Johnny and Eric Desjardins and Gilbert. Yeah, and you know, real key parts to everything that went on.
And Hexie was brought back.
Yeah.
What was Hexie like? Take us inside the world of Ron Hextall. I mean, he's one of our all-time favorites. John, what's Hextall like?
You know what? He is not the person that you see like on the ice, and that's one of the great things about Hexie. He's one of the nicest guys you're ever gonna meet. I was actually neighbors with Hexie for a long time. He was at the Voorhees. He's a terrific guy. I had a lot of fun with him. There's nobody that competed harder than him in practice. I think he wanted to break his stick every time somebody scored in practice. But Hexie was a lot of fun. He was a great teacher.
1996, really.